All children face challenging social situations with their peers. They might feel that children have excluded them, or that someone has said or done something that makes them uncomfortable. What explains how children behave in these situations? Social information processing, or how children think about social situations, is one of the factors that explains their behavior. Social information processing involves a series of mental steps that may occur as children approach or participate in social interactions. The steps include attending to social cues, such as facial expressions and statements, interpreting social cues, choosing social goals, generating response options, such as some form of friendliness, avoidance, or aggression, selecting a response, and enacting the response. For example, let's imagine that your child approaches a group of unfamiliar children who are engaged in conversation. Your child would like to join the group. What might influence how he behaves? Does your child notice whether the other children look at him, whether they smile or laugh? How does your child interpret a look toward him or lack of attention to him, a smile or laugh? What kinds of response options does he generate? Few or many? Does he choose one that is safer, like walking away or saying nothing, or bolder, like introducing himself? And how well does he enact whichever behavior he selects? All of this information processing, and much more, will affect how he behaves and how other children respond. Of course, children don't consciously process all of this information in this order in every social situation. Much of their social information processing is automatic or scripted, especially if they're familiar with the other children or the type of social situation. They may also process information rapidly or fail to fully process information if they're emotionally excited or upset. Their previous experiences and emotions affect how they process social information, in addition to the observable information in an ongoing social situation. Over time, social information processing patterns may become stable if children process information similarly across many social events. Children who experience social difficulties, such as avoidant or aggressive behavior or rejection by peers, tend to exhibit biases or make errors at multiple stages of social information processing. For example, they may pay attention primarily to threatening cues in a social situation, rather than all of the important social cues. They may interpret accidents as intentional efforts to hurt them. They may generate few responses and expect that avoidant or aggressive responses will produce the social outcomes they want. And they may enact social responses in ways that are considered insensitive by other children. Biases or mistakes at earlier stages may lead to additional biases or mistakes at later stages, or processing at later stages may derail earlier positive processing or repair earlier negative processing. Any stage of social information processing may contribute to social problems, and therefore any stage could be improved and contribute to social success. Parents can observe or ask about whether their children seem to be aware of the important information in social situations, whether children interpret others' behaviors benignly or accurately, whether they have pro-social goals, whether they seem to think flexibly about a variety of responses to social challenges, and whether they choose and enact pro-social responses in ways that improve relationships. Parents can help children consider alternatives or additional information about social situations at any stage of social information processing. Parents can do this by talking about hypothetical or anticipated social interaction situations and address the child's thinking at each stage. Parents also might review recent social interactions that were challenging or problematic. Children may be willing to try an alternative strategy or point of view and report back to parents about how it worked and what they learned. Ongoing discussions about social information processing may help children navigate social challenges. Social interactions and relationships are very complicated, and improving social information processing may require patience and effort over a long period of time. It's also important for parents to realize that social problems may not be the result of social information processing. Many other biological, psychological, and social factors also affect children's social interactions and relationships. Nonetheless, social information processing is one opportunity for parents to support children's positive social experiences.